Geminis, welcome to your weekly Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for September 12th through the 18th of 2016. I'm Athen, and this is for Sidereal Astrology. If you are new to the channel, be sure to check out the link down below because the signs are different. All right, so Gemini, this week, another very important week in September. Essentially, we've got a lunar eclipse taking place, and this is in your 10th house of your productive life. So now the status check of your productive life, of your career, of your future-oriented things there, of your public life perhaps, and your legacy. You know, what you're really creating in this life, not necessarily for profit, but what you're giving back to society, usually career though. So an awareness, a culmination, a cultivation of this area now with the lunar eclipse, which is very powerful, very transformative, and a lot of it has to do with what you have been releasing here over the past couple years. So over the past couple years, you've had the South Node transiting that 10th house, helping you release any unhealthy things having to do with career, unhealthy perspective, unhealthy habits, you know, these imbalances. So likely a lot of you have released a lot, have brought balance back to this area, and now this is the last and final lunar eclipse you're going to have in your 10th house for the next 16 years, suggesting that there's this now, you know, final culmination, final awareness of what you can do to bring balance to this area. Because with the South Node still very close, it is suggesting that there may still be some things lingering here that you can change, that you can really not really do anything when it comes to the South Node, as much as it's just being aware of and accepting that there might be some imbalances here with the career stuff. Okay, and seeing what's working, what's not, letting go of what's not working, so you can continue to cultivate what is. And what is likely continuing to cultivate for you in a healthy sense is all this third house energy you have down here. This is more of the stuff that has to do with learning, with reading, with writing perhaps. If those of you who've recently maybe started writing a book or getting into courses or that kind of thing. Others, it might be more business related. It might have to do with exchanging, connecting to peers, connecting to your community, doing the trading and exchanging there, which is also third house. So however that's manifesting for you, this is really the life path direction and a great place for you to bring your conscious attention to over these next year and a half, which is this North Node transiting that third. And this is really what this whole solar eclipse cycle, this whole 30 days that we're in is about, which is to cultivate this third house mental, communicative, exchanging type of energy. And there's a lot to learn about this. Your ruler is going to be retrograde this week, of course, so there's still a lot of reflection. In fact, coming into this lunar eclipse, the lunar eclipse will be on Friday, but as we approach that lunar eclipse, your ruler retrograde is suggesting there's a lot to learn right now. It's a good time to be adaptive. It's a good time to try new things with all this exchanging and learning kind of energy, and to reconsider some of this stuff too. You know, whether it's your communications, whether it's what you're learning, whether it's what you're and if you're writing, for example, maybe it's doing some editing, right? Some revising, things like that. So with a ruler retrograde, it's always good to sort of let the energy go within a bit. The sun is at the bottom of your chart, so energies are still sort of on a yearly sense at its low. Mars is making his way to the top, which is good. But yeah, there's a lot to learn here about the importance of communication and of how you can learn more about this exchanging area of life. So yeah, being adaptive is great, and Mercury will be over the sun, so you could be learning more about your self-expression with that. What excites you, what has been exciting you maybe this past month regarding that. Now that conjunction, this Mercury retrograde will be squaring up to Mars. In fact, this whole lunar eclipse will be squaring up to Mars, so all week, really up until the weekend, but all week we've got the square up to Mars, which is very important for you to bring extra attention here, make sure everything is balanced with the routine, with the work, with the day-to-day activities, right? Watching any extremes with that. There is good motivation, there is good drive. When it comes to your day-to-day activities, you just want to make sure you're not going to an extreme. And if you're feeling any bit of tension this week with that, just taking the breath and pausing for a second and making sure that we're not reacting and we're not struggling, we're connecting to presence and moving things forward one step at a time. Now, with that consideration, this whole lunar eclipse, I do want to say, is going to be conjoining up to Chiron. So this is a lot of healing taking place. A lot of you are healing some wounds through your career at the moment through that productive life. Maybe there's some old things or some old traumas, deep-seated things, oftentimes psychological things with Chiron. These will be brought to the forefront. So it's a good time to see if there's any fears, any inhibitions that might be getting in the way of this new beginning now with, again, most specifically the third house, but with this career stuff. And as you do the acceptance, you'll find that it's healing and you're able to move forward there. So good time to be aware of and not shy away from anything deeper and healing based. And a willingness to do the healing can really go a long ways. So this whole lunar eclipse will be opposing up to your ruler Mercury. So balance is really emphasized with all this, as it always is, because it always opposes the sun. So balance when it comes to both your work life and your personal life this week, I think will be important, as well as, again, how you can have tact and balance and mutuality and all this more harmony when it comes to your communication and your exchanges, which you are still learning a lot about. All right, so that's the Friday lunar eclipse. We are going to have the sun shifting into your fourth, so now there's going to be the shift of focus maybe on your home life, maybe your family life, some of you even your health, which has kind of already been emphasized with Jupiter and Venus here. Should be plenty of opportunities to learn more about your health at the moment. And even to connect to it and your home life and maybe relationships there. So good positive energy with your fourth. And I think with the sun, you'll probably notice a shift of focus now towards your roots this later part of the week. Then over the weekend, we do have Mars trining up to Uranus. So there is some freeing energy, maybe some liberation taking place here when it comes to the routine. And maybe even too with the work life, maybe something inspiring or something like that. Now, I do want to say to keep everything nice and balanced, again, because Uranus will be opposing up to Venus over the weekend. So again, this is suggesting balance of your personal life, your family life with the career home stuff. And as you find that balance, you'll find that it is freeing. At the same time, it is grounded. And there could be, again, some inspirations helping you cultivate some of this routine, some of this work or personal development, which has been very important for you with both Mars and Saturn in your sixth house. All right, so Gemini this week, strongly emphasizing this lunar eclipse, this awareness, this status check of the career, of the public stuff, the big picture, productive things in your life, seeing what's working, what's not, what are some old belief systems, some old perspectives you can let go of. Maybe some healing you can do there with Chiron, all while keeping things nice and balanced with your direct side, with your independence, the things you want, right? Having awareness there can keep Mars in check. And, slow and steady constructive things here with your routine. But it's all in the context of what's shaping up for you for the next year and a half, which is to learn more about the importance of exchanging, the importance of community, the importance of learning, reading, sharing your information, learning information, and communication, which is this third house. So Geminis, hope you guys have a fantastic week. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next week.